Zimbabwe campaign is a partnership between the tourism and sports sector, and this partnership will help our country as we strive for the re-engagement with the international community. Your Excellency, as we all know, our sportsmen and women are our ambassadors, and they lead with diplomacy and in a neutral way. We hope to see this campaign spread to all other sporting codes, and we are excited as the sports industry for being recognized as a major player in the national branding, and we want to deeply thank the tourism sector being led by the Honourable Minister for seeing the benefit to this partnership. Your Excellency, we would like to just give everyone a full appreciation of just how big this partnership is. As you may be aware, the Men's ICC Cricket World Cup in 2019 was the most watched cricket event ever, with a TV audience of 1.6 billion for live coverage. When Zimbabwe plays bilateral cricket matches, they're screened globally and always attract, on average, no less than 2 million people. This is a market that we will be tapping into. As the chevrons head out to Pakistan, we are assured of TV viewership figures around 100 million and the bigger audiences in the arena. Mindful of the figures and the popularity of the game of cricket globally, I believe the Visit Zimbabwe campaign will reap huge rewards for us as a country. Your Excellency, Honourable Vice Presidents, and all the dignitaries here present, I have the tremendous pleasure to welcome you all to the official launch of the Visit Zimbabwe campaign.
Your Excellency, I'm excited, honored, and privileged to be here this evening, but without our national team boys, who is mentioned by the Minister in the bubble, in the biosecure bubble, to prepare for their tour to Pakistan. They have asked me to convey their greetings and appreciation. As the Zimbabwe Cricket family, we're grateful to you for hosting us today and for allowing us to resume playing our game of cricket. For the past 6 months, sir, the world has been in the throes of a health emergency on a scale not witnessed in over a century. The COVID-19 pandemic has been extremely disruptive the world over, bringing economies and everyday life to a halt. But thanks to the timely and decisive interventions Your Excellency and your government aimed at mitigating the impact of COVID-19 on our economy and people, our country is not among the worst hit. Cricket as a sport has not been spared, so is the tourism industry. It is in this context, Your Excellency, that Zimbabwe Cricket has embarked on an initiative which brings sports and tourism together to market our beautiful country. I'm sure all of us here are particularly aware of the major crossover between sport and tourism, as well as the economic and diplomatic opportunities that sport can bring. We have seen elsewhere events such as World Cups incorporating entertainment, sports and tourism, as well as the economic incorporating entertainment, culture, and other activities that highlight the destination's culture and heritage. After we successfully held the ICC men's qualifiers in March of 2018, sir, which you graced and welcomed the 14 teams to Zimbabwe, and we then hosted 9 countries during the ICC Africa Region Women's Qualifiers in May of 2019, Zimbabwe Cricket will continue to bid for such ICC events. And as a nation, we must take full advantage of such events, not only to stimulate economic and tourism activities, but also to advance our diplomatic opportunities. Your Excellency, after you gave us permission to tour Pakistan, we found it befitting to launch a campaign to market our country locally and abroad. We believe of all sporting disciplines in our country, Zimbabwe Cricket has the broadest and widest international reach. Zimbabwe is the second country in Africa, after South Africa, to have attained full membership of the ICC and Test status. Whenever we play bilateral cricket, our matches are screened globally and always watched on an average by no less than 2 million people. This is the massive platform that we want to take advantage of to market our country. This is a perfect opportunity for us to activate a winning sports tourism combination. Your Excellency, I'll bring your attention to the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 2, as you lead our nation. Then the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" "A staff," he replied. We have asked ourselves the same question at Zimbabwe Cricket, and our answer was that we have a beautiful country with beautiful tourist resorts and a national team with international presence. What is also profound in the story in the Bible, sir, is that it is not the size of what you hold in your hands, but the blessing on what you are holding in your hands that determines your success and victory. We are here this evening, Your Excellency, to present our humble initiative to tell the story of our nation with a small imprint on our national cricket jerseys across all formats. One day internationals, T20s, and test matches. But with this small imprint, we will reach many countries. We will speak to millions of people. So this campaign will see our national cricket teams, both male and female, whether on the field of play, training or traveling, always wearing clothing items bearing the Visit Zimbabwe branding. We have also produced a video that will be aired during the broadcast of our matches and on other channels such as DSTV and our own ZBC TV, well after the tour. Your Excellency, there is no one better placed to tell our story to the world than ourselves. We are principal agents of change for our nation, and the success and failure of our nation is situated nowhere other than in our own hands. Your Excellency, this initiative would not have been possible without the support and guidance of your able and capable ministers. Would like to express our sincere gratitude to our Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation, Honorable Dr. Kirsty Coventry, as well as to the Minister of Environment, Climate Change, Tourism and Hospitality Industry, the Honorable Mangaliso Ndlovu. Our special thanks also goes to the SRC board and the executive for the support that they give us as we lead the biggest sport in the country. This project is not simply a gift to our country as it may appear, but we at Zimbabwe Cricket understand that our responsibility goes beyond producing competitive teams that represent our country with pride. Your Excellency, we did not need a push to spring into action. Your inspirational and visionary leadership did it for us. Faced with economic and domestic foreign challenges that would have intimidated many a leader, you have proved to be decisive, knowledgeable, wise, tenacious, while always remaining selfless, humble, affable, and good-natured. Your Excellency, as you continue to lead Zimbabwe's economic recovery, you can count on us playing our part towards rebuilding our great country. After all, we are sports people. No one understands the importance of teamwork better than us. Your Excellency, without taking the risk of turning this into a ceremony, I would have sang a hymn. I would have sang a hymn. Were it not of your leadership, you have taken Zimbabwe, which a few years ago, no one would have imagined where we are. It is indeed that characteristic nature of yours that has pushed us at Zimbabwe Cricket to believe that we can market our country. We can use our national asset, our national team, to go out there and tell people that you can indeed visit Zimbabwe. So as our team is led by Captain Chamuchi Baba to Pakistan, we will carry the brand, we will carry your message. Thank you and God bless you.
This event marks one of the most practical initiatives to implement the National Tourism Recovery and Growth Strategy that you launched on the 6th of August 2020, which underlines the importance of tourism as a key contributor to Vision 2030. It is in this context that we heartily welcome this initiative of the Visit Zimbabwe campaign, jointly championed by the Zimbabwe Cricket and the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, as a key driver of our global marketing efforts going forward. Currently, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most of our marketing efforts are restricted to the digital world. Hence, this campaign is groundbreaking as it marks the first time we are able to send brand ambassadors to the international source markets to promote Zimbabwe as a safe and must-visit tourism destination. We believe this way we will be able to reach out to more people and will undoubtedly help generate more visitors to our country as part of the broader aim to revive and grow the tourism sector into a $5 billion economy by 2025. I wish, therefore, to thank and acknowledge my colleague Minister Honorable Dr. Kirsty Coventry and the entire teams from our 2 ministries and agencies who worked closely to make this day a reality. Indeed, the success of this collaboration will also push us to explore further collaboration between our 2 sectors. I have no doubt that we have laid the foundation for collaboration that will culminate in the development of a robust sports tourism action plan that we will use to maximize the powerful role of sports in tourism development. It is my ministry's desire to see sports playing a more visible role in tourism development and promotion. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, guided by the National Tourism Recovery and Growth Strategy, we will explore further active collaborations in the hosting of major sporting events in Zimbabwe as part of the whole matrix to drive inbound tourism traffic into our country. We will also work closely with all stakeholders, both in the private and public sectors, to attract more meetings, conferences, events, and exhibitions to be held in Zimbabwe. Improving our capacity to host major events and meetings will generate more positive coverage for our destination and enhance the country's tourism earnings and receipts. Your Excellency, I also wish to thank you for your personal leadership and guidance in our quest to rebuild our country through tourism. I extend my gratitude to the 2 Vice Presidents who are here today with you and strongly share in your vision to develop Zimbabwe into an upper middle income economy by the year 2030. Allow me to also acknowledge in a special way Her Excellency, the First Lady, who is the Tourism Brand Ambassador, for her wise counsel and encouragement whenever we call on her. Lastly, Your Excellency, I wish to take this opportunity to wish our cricket team, who will soon embark on a tour of national duty to Pakistan, a successful tour. I thank you, Your Excellency, and all the distinguished guests who are here today to witness this special occasion.
Over the last 3 years, Zimbabwe has achieved significant strides in our efforts to turn around the economy. We have seen a number of projects across the productive sector of the economy being achieved. These range from agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and tourism. We have also witnessed the significant investments, deals signed and implemented. Significant improvements on the road rehabilitation throughout the country have been observed. And of course, of major interest in this regard being the Bad Bridge Chirundu Road, where notable progress is recorded on a weekly basis. A number of irrigation schemes have been rehabilitated, while the private sector has also responded positively by reopening and rehabilitating, in some cases expanding their production capacities. This is all in response to the good and investor-friendly policies of the government led by the man whom I will introduce as the guest of honor at this function. Just recently, on 6th August, as already mentioned by the Honorable Minister Mangariso, our guest of honor officially launched the Tourism Recovery and Growth Strategy in Victoria Falls. To those of us who know him and know the man and his principles, we are therefore not surprised to be invited to this function today, where we have no doubt that yet another milestone will be recorded, all for the betterment of the people of Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and joy to introduce to you a man who has shown excellent leadership, commitment, and determination to turn around the economic situation of Zimbabwe, our beloved country, and improve the lives of the generality of Zimbabweans. I have no doubt that at this stage, almost everyone who is here is now clear that I stand before you to introduce our guest of honor, who is none other than His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Comrade Dr. Emmerson Mnagangwa.
It gives me pleasure to officiate at this occasion, which marks the launch of the Visit Zimbabwe promotion campaign, which seeks to leverage on the sporting and tourism sector to promote our country as premier tourist destination. This sector has an important role to play in the attainment of our National Vision 2030, as it is one of the 4 pillars underpinning the growth of our economy, alongside sectors like agriculture, mining, and the manufacturing sectors. The advent of the COVID-19 pandemic has had a negative impact on our tourism sector. However, we are determined to resuscitate the sector to surpass our previous tourist arrivals and revenues within the shortest possible time. To this end, my government continues to adopt new strategies to market and promote international tourism among our source markets. You may recall that on the 6th of August this year, 2020, I unveiled the National Tourism Recovery and Growth Strategy towards a US $5 billion tourism sector by 2025. This strategy is anchored on Zimbabwe's vision to be a premier international tourist destination based on the judicious and sustainable exploitation of our unique human and natural resources. It further seeks to reestablish lost contacts with the local, regional, and international tourism source markets. Today's event is therefore informed by that strategic goal, riding on the partnership between the Zimbabwe national cricket team and the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. the Visit Zimbabwe promotion campaign will see a warm invitation being extended to the world to visit Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, the growth of tourism is to be anchored on an innovative and aggressive marketing strategy. The synergy we are seeking today is most welcome and leverages on Zimbabwe's membership to the International Cricket Council. Hence, this campaign is being launched ahead of the International Cricket Council T20 World Cup, and will see our national cricket team, wherever possible, donning branded regalia inscribed "Visit Zimbabwe, a World of Wonders." Advertising opportunities will thus be availed during the forthcoming tour to Pakistan and other international games by our national cricket team. I challenge the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, Zimbabwe Parks and Wildlife Authority, as well as the National Museums and Monuments, among other agencies, to maximize on the benefits of this Visit Zimbabwe campaign by unveiling unique products which promote Zimbabwe's wildlife, natural and cultural heritage. I exhort Zimbabwean sport persons, including my young minister, plying their trade in various countries throughout the world, to join this exciting campaign and market Zimbabwe in their countries of residence. Distinguished guests, the importance of air connectivity to the tourism sector cannot be overemphasized. In anticipation of increased tourism visitors, plans are underway to speed up the resuscitation of our national carrier, Air Zimbabwe, and attraction of more airlines to fly into our country, Zimbabwe. Following the relaxation of the COVID-19 movement, restrictions and the opening up of the economy, it is encouraging that more and more airlines have resumed their flights into the country. Meanwhile, the upgrading of various airstrips throughout the country must be accelerated. The ongoing construction and rehabilitation of our road infrastructure will further enhance internal connectivity. The modernization of ICT systems within our international airports and the ports of entry must be continuous to improve efficiencies and the convenience to our visitors as they come to Zimbabwe. As we grow our tourism sector, I challenge hoteliers and tour operators to benchmark their brands and products against the world-renowned tourism brands. This campaign must also compel our sporting fraternity to be more innovative towards increasing viability and profitability of the subsector through mutually beneficial partnerships as you travel around the world. Equally, our cultural creative industries must develop and provide quality music, dance, theater, poetry, and literary works, as well as cultural artifacts which depict our rich, unique, and diverse Zimbabwean heritage. As we accelerate the attainment of Vision 2030, the culture of excellency must permeate across all sectors of our economy. Staff development programs have to be urgently rolled out to inculcate a new service attitude in our tourism sector in particular, and the service industry in general. Let us be a truly hospitable Zimbabwe. I commend the Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation and the Ministry of Environment, Climate, Tourism and Hospitality Industry for their collaboration with the private sector stakeholders towards the US $5 billion economy by 2025. Other ministries, departments and agencies must also actively participate in the revitalization and growth of the tourism sector and brand Zimbabwe. Finally, I appeal to our media fraternity to play their part in promoting brand Zimbabwe positively. I also urge our citizens within the country and abroad to speak, post and write positively about the wonderful, pristine tourist attractions in our country. Let us all own the process of making Zimbabwe as a premier tourist destination. Allow me to take this opportunity to wish our national cricket team, the Chevrons, a successful tour during the upcoming limited over series in Pakistan. With these few remarks, it is now my singular honor and privilege to declare the Visit Zimbabwe campaign officially launched. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe.
Raw power, aggression, super agility, wild celebrations. That's our game that you know. That's our game that you love. Just in case you were wondering where we get all the Zimbabweanness from, let us introduce you to our real game. Just like our players can never get enough of it, you too can enjoy the magical, wild experience that is Zimbabwe. But that's not all. Not only is Zimbabwe renowned as a land of peace and tranquility, simply put, it's a world of wonders. You see? So stunning. We didn't even have to say another word. Take it from us.
Your Excellency, let me thank you for accepting the schedule and officiate at this event today, being a busy Tuesday. This launch of the Visit Zimbabwe campaign is a program jointly initiated by the Ministry of Environment, Climate, Tourism and Hospitality Industry, and that of Youth, Sport, Arts and Recreation. Indeed, it is a hallmark of the whole of Zimbabwe approach that you have championed, Your Excellency, to ensure that ministries do not work in isolation, but closely collaborate to steer the national programs. Your Excellency, we appreciate with gratitude your incisive leadership, consistently shown in the face of the double challenge of continued illegal sanctions on one hand and the negative impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the other hand. Your Excellency, personal commitment to revive the economy of this country and make Zimbabwe great again squarely lies on your shoulders and is amply shown in the manner that you have led from the front, and now our economy has begun to show positive signs of recovery. Your Excellency, sport and tourism are two sectors that complement each other and a catalyst as we forge closer relations between nations and people of different cultures and origin. The synergies they produce are critical to your continued engagement and re-engagement drive. The two, sport and tourism, are also robust vehicles that promote peace, cohesion, and harmony, which are critical in the drive for social and economic development. As we as Zimbabweans also appreciate the role that cricket has played to unite the nation across the racial divide since independence. It has also helped promote health lifestyles for many, while encouraging gender equality, as evidenced by the 2019 International Cricket Council Women's World Cup qualifier for Africa, which our country successfully hosted. Every tour that Zimbabwe Cricket has hosted has been a platform to tell the story of a Zimbabwe far much removed from this skewed narrative driven by some hostile media agencies, which seek to portray us as negatively always. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to appreciate the deliberate manner in which sport and tourism have joined forces to appeal to the soul of our nation as they positively recreate and refresh us. Lastly, Your Excellency, your officiating at this occasion gives to the sector the impetus to move forward. I wish to thank everyone who has made this launch the success that it is. Working as one people, for one purpose, for one Zimbabwe will certainly bear much fruit. Zimbabwe will recover again into a global tourism destination of choice that earns its fair share of returns from its God-given endowments. Your Excellency, with these few remarks, let me endow you with some of the good things of Zimbabwe, or the good languages that are spoken in Zimbabwe. Firstly, I would like to say ndatenda, ngiyabonga, enkosi, ndelobuwa ngamanda, twarumba loko, rialboka, kyaleboha, ikesile, tawoka chose, sikomo kwambiri. Thank you.